Bamboo is the most useful crop in the world. The shoots are edible, the leaves can be edible, the wood can be used as a building material. It can be used for soundscaping by absorbing noise that you don't want to hear and creating noise that you do want to hear. It's also a windbreak. So one of our major goals here in this part of the farm was to grow annual vegetables when we first came in. We've got 800 bare acres down at the end of the road. The wind really came through here when we first came in. You know, typically speaking, in the wintertime, we're going to get those cold northwest winds. I'll put them in the greenhouse for a week or two, part of the curing process, and then put them into a humidity controlled environment in the house. They're good for 6-8 months. We're still eating sweet potatoes that we harvested last October. Probably one of our favorite greens in the summertime. They don't cook down. They're really nice sauteed. On any of these perennial vegetables, those tips are going to be the most young, tender growth. You know, it's going to be the best part of the plant. So the more you break those tips, the thicker they're going to get too, so they almost become like an asparagus. They're really nice. These mulberries you see in the center, those are everbearing mulberries. It's the only mulberry that's going to give you multiple crops per year. We probably have 12 varieties of mulberry out here. My favorite, everbearing and Pakistani. The Pakistani is going to get to be almost 4 inches long. That's a really big mulberry. So the one we're used to seeing is like the giant, which is probably like a 1-inch mulberry. That's the most common that our kids stain their hands and faces on when they're eating them. This is one I find because it fruits multiple times a year, and then the Pakistani because it has a really big fruit on it. Things that we do have I mentioned we have some irrigation. A lot of fruit trees, like peaches, they're on a nematode-resistant rootstock because they're very nematode susceptible. Figs are not on a rootstock yet. Figs have major root knot nematode problems. So to fight that and to combat that, we put the figs in large holes of compost, unlike we do other fruit trees. Nematodes do not like organic matter. They do not like water. So by putting them in a little bit of a pit of compost, putting the water to them, it definitely helps us to get a higher fruit set on our fig trees. And figs are pretty awesome. We have probably 10 varieties of figs. My favorite is called a egg fig. I got it from a Greek man that smuggled a cutting back here from Greece, and it comes in green. Green fruit, you know, figs typically ripen brown. My two favorites are the egg and the ishka because they ripen green, and the birds and the pests don't notice it as much. You know, typically speaking, you know, those brown figs you're going to get eaten before you can even get to them, you know. So that's what's really nice about those ones that ripen green like that, and the ishka is a really, really sweet one. You can see out here, we just 2 days ago cut back all of our grasses, cut back all of our Mexican sunflower. I just did a little bit of a chop and drop through the fruit forest. We do that almost once a month. This stuff goes really